From right field on the south side of Chicago, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Chicago White Sox. So now it's the White Sox DH, number 5. Let's take a moment now as she steps up to the plate for the very first time. This is a milestone that transcends the game itself. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. She's going for 3. The relay throw. She's in there. That wasn't just a hit. That was a statement, Singy. And I think this crowd and the players on the field got the message loud and clear. I have arrived.
Just an amazing moment to witness for everyone in the ballpark, the fans at home and us in the booth. The first female in MLB history just got a hit in her.
Arenado slings it across. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. Everyone on the edge of their seat once again as she steps into the box. Let's see if she goes 2 for 2. She swings and lifts one to deep center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. He'll score.
Picks herself up an RBI. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And here it comes. Got it. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair. That one ripped left field. That's long gone. Her first round tripper. And we watch history being made once again.
You know, her teammates are going absolutely crazy in the dugout, ready to welcome her back. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter. That one ripped. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they grab the lead. It's 4-3. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the eighth. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff hitter, number 5. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the
swing, and a ball hammered left field. And that ball is out of here. And she's gone yard again. That's her third home run of the game. And they add on. It's 6-3.
She's putting on quite the show with the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Number 5 really stood out in this win. Smashed 3 homers at the plate.
Well, they may want to change how they approach her next time because she was just incredible.
Just about to get underway, and towing the slab in this one, number 5. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how she's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, she's more calm and settles in. She's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most pitchers, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, she gets looser, the ball comes out of her hand with more life, and she's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get her team back in the dugout.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The first strikeout in the bigs is a special moment for any pitcher. This one just happens to be historic as well.
The first K of many that I'll be jotting down on future scorecards for her, I'm sure.
Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. Benintendi moving under it. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Ivan Herrera at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
1's the count.
Strike 2.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Time for the White Sox to go to work. Here's the White Sox DH, number 5. And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was...
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. And a moment to remember as she swipes her very first base in the show.
Got a nice jump there. The first stolen base of many that will be seen from her, I'm sure.
At the belt and fires. Runner on the go again. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Runner, yes.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. No score here, but a runner at third with one down. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. And that one handled in there safely. And it's 1-0. Michaelis with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Here on the south side, second inning set to go. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Wilson Contreras. And that is out of play. Contreras working through some struggles lately. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, they say baseball's a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon. Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
Nolan Arenado in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
She's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate her a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
In there at the knees.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's
got him. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts.
Back here on the south side. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And strike 2.
Yeah, Bruce, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Got it. And that's 6 Ks for her in this one.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, in there long enough that I would, I've had a couple.
My guy hack-tastic. 2 outs, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little. Tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Swing and a miss, and she got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game.
Now batting, number 5.
Get out.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. She's there with a double.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. 1 out, runner at second. So up next for Chicago, Austin Slater. Runner takes off for third. That one lifted to left. Donovan grabs it on the run. Throw behind the runner, and they've got her doubled off. 1 hit. New inning getting started, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. First pitch swinging.
These Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3-run homer.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The Cardinals hitless so far in the game. That one in the dirt. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Redbirds down quietly. They still trail 1-0. Back at right field, we go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. Right through there for a strike. Contreras, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Got him swinging, and she keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Here's Nolan Arenado. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible.
Now batting, number 5.
That one drilled left field. Base hit, and a run comes in. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in. Now 2 runs score, and they're up by 3.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt, blocked. Throw, and they got her.
Well, I could see she had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when she took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Swing and a foul out of play.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one for strike 2. The Cards yet to pick up a hit here. And ball 1. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Oh, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there, got it. And good work there as she gets a 1-2-3. So she's perfect through 6. It's the White Sox 3. Top of inning number 7. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. The Redbirds in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here. She's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, she hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Swing and a foul straight back. And a big swing and a miss. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Boog, for me, that knuckleball was just devastating. I mean, you see it so well, you think you're going to go out there and get 4 knocks, and you just swing and miss. And I tell you what, I tried my best to put Tim Wakefield in the Hall of Fame. So we'll see. If he gets there, you know it's because of me.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Herrera, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here. So now it's the White Sox DH. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next to hit for the Sox, Austin Slater. Runner breaks for third. Popped in the air. Left field. Donovan makes the play, and that is that. They get a run on 2 hits. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Fastball for a strike. So she's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for her so far, Singy.
She's thrown the ball really well, kept hitters off balance, and she's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that she doesn't have any fatigue or any danger of injuring herself.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Swing and a miss as he was late. The Cardinals still looking for their first hit in this one. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. 2 down, base is empty. Alec Burleson will hit next. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Gallo. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4th. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
There's a swing and a miss.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They are going to make the play.
And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Maybe a little bit of overthinking at the plate right there. You want to be patient with knuckleballers and not give into that pitch that's going to dart out of the zone at the very last moment. But that was about as hittable as knuckleballs can get, and he was frozen.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
The Cards down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
What a performance, Boog. A perfect game for your first win in the majors? That's historic. This could set the tone for a terrific career.
And here is number 5.
For the White Sox, the designated hitter, number 5.
The pitch. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That's her 4th home run of the series. It's 1-0. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. Another homer. She's done it again. Her 2nd homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. Now she'll turn for second. Not stopping. She's going for 3. The relay. The tag, and she's out trying for 3. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff hitter. 3 for 3. She's got a double and a pair of home runs. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily. Now a relay to third, and she's out. And up next for Chicago, number 5. And the way she's going in this one, we've been waiting for her spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This player's got 2 home runs already. Now she's going for number 3.
That's a hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Simi, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talking?
Runner on the move, a swing and a soft liner. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Number 5 really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Knocked out 5 hits, including 2 home runs.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
It's a big day around these parts, gentlemen. Welcome back. MLB Tonight. Lauren Shahadi here with Carlos Pena and Dan O'Dowd. Baseball history is made. A major league home run hit by a woman. Put that on her already full resume. Breaking barriers at the highest level. By the way, she's got some pop, Los.
You know I'm going to say it. That's what it's all about. Look, it's about grit. It's about tenacity. It's about working hard, seizing the moment, and taking advantage of an opportunity.
Sure.
This is precisely what she has done. She is the embodiment of Placata, Dan.
Yeah, it's the swing. What a beautiful swing. It's the swing that everyone's going to remember. There are millions of young girls right now
I like that.
jumping up and down trying to imitate that swing. It was a beautiful swing in a really big situation of the game, too.
Yeah, congratulations on a moment none of us will soon forget. We watch history tonight together. Welcome inside MLB Tonight with Dan O'Dowd, Carlos Pena. My name is Lauren Shahadi. The first female pitcher in Major League Baseball history got her first win. In control, command of her secondary stuff. She was great, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, historic night, Lauren, and I'm just so excited that she showed the kind of poise she did throughout the entire evening.
Look, as a family, I mean, I imagine that everyone is so proud of her
Sure.
because of the trajectory. Lauren, it's been incredibly difficult to go up through the ranks and then get to this place where she actually achieves her first W. Come on, everyone must be so proud.
I'm sure there were people along the way that said, maybe this isn't your path. You should send them your box score, right? Congratulations on a fabulous night.
Here's the rookie right fielder. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so she's feeling good coming in. And first offering is fouled off. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. A gigantic blast. It's 2-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
1 out, base is empty. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. Another homer. She's done it again. Her second homer of the game. And just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2. She sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because she wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Runner at first with one gone. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Check on the runner, and she's back safely. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singing.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow.
Garcia throw over, and she dives back in safely. Runner at first with no outs here.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Runners on the move. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. Double steal. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. First and second, 2 outs. And here is Will Wagner. Tying run at the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. In position. Reaches over the wall, and she's got it. Now it's the right fielder. Warning track wall, and you can touch them all. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. It's 6-2.
She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Yo one. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Jimenez around second, on his way to third. In there safely. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hit to right, and that should do it. And she's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox have won 4 in a row. Number 5 really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Smashed 3 homers at the plate.
Really impressive work at the dish. She gave her teammates a lot of opportunity.
And now here is number 5.
The right fielder, number 5.
Pulls that one foul. That's hard hit on the line. Tracks it down for the out. 1 away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
That to right on the move. She's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. But she'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together perfectly for her right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as she connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Runner on second, 2 down. Runner takes off for third. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Varsho makes the grab on the run. The White Sox leave 1. They're down 4-0. Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. That's her 4th home run of the series, and they close the gap. It's 5-3. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. That one hit to right. Into the dive, and she got it.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Back to the top of the order. And now the right fielder. She's already homered here in this one. Hammered on a line to the left. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step.
Here goes the runner, and the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Benintendi up here. To third, tag, got it. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's George Springer. Bichette at second with 2 down. Now this is in the air down the line. Moving under it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. And here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays even this series up in a game apiece. Number 5 was a real bright spot despite the loss. Had 3 hits, one of them. All right, ready to get underway. And now the DH, number 5. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
She was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Scherzer to first. She's back in there. And a 1-2. And that one in the air center field. Varsho makes the grab, one away. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert.
Runner!
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. Plays the plate, and they cut her down. Runner at second, nobody out.
Get up, ball. Get up, ball.
Line drive, caught. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up she'll find a hole.
No outs. Runners at first and second. Laser. Base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. To first, and she beats it. Everyone's safe. They pick up a run, and now it's a 1-run game. First and second, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Slater. So here's Scherzer. On the ground to second, might be 2. Throws to first in time. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
Robert up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
And another ball.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
2 on, 1 out. Oh, and he hit him.
Hey, that ball got him. Right there.
And now it's Joey Gallo. White Sox down a run. Base hit right field. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 3-2.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. Now a relay to second. Safe. And that's her 3rd hit. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly she saw it out of the pitcher's hand, no problem.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Luis Robert. The delivery to Robert. That one 95 to finish him off. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We go to the bottom half of inning number. Back here at Rogers Center at the plate, number 5. Hot shot to third. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but she wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
1 strike away. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Number 5 had a great showing in the win. Collected 3 hits. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, number 5.
She's been a very dependable starter for her club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against her, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Jake McCarthy, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Next offering is fouled back.
She's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
That one just misses. Got him swinging. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
2 outs, base is empty. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's a...
Now it's the DH, number 5.
The designated hitter, number 5.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure she was giggling a little bit as she was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing she put on the baseball.
Here on the south side, here's Josh Naylor. Naylor goes 5 feet 11 inches, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. That one fouled off. Fought off foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Making 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
The designated hitter,
Randall Grichuk now. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
He goes down looking. Nothing doing for Arizona. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Got him looking. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
0-2.
And down on strikes. And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
That one out to right. Slater makes the catch. And that is that. 9 straight. No outs. Runner on second. That one ripped left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run comes in from second. It's 3-zip. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. No outs. Runner over at third. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force, and they're happy to just get off. Back at right field. Start of the 4th, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And she's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fastball for a strike.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And a swing and a miss.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter. Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts.
Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taken and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low-key.
0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Carroll, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Next offering is in the dirt.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And the Diamondbacks. So the lineup flips over. Here's the White Sox DH. She's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. And that one's gone. Another homer. Her 2nd home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 10-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these D-backs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and throw it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
Fastball for a strike. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 2. The D-backs with a lot of ground to make up. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes. She's been going after these hitters consistently, and as a result, she's been able to keep her pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
In the air out to center. Coming on Robert, and he's there. So she's all set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Jake McCarthy. That one in there across the letters.
She's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, she hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. That's K number 15 in the ball game. She is really dealing.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And that is out of play. Just missed. Got it. What a game she's having. 16 Ks now. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
And first offering is fouled off. And that drops in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. The perfection continues. And now the DH, number 5. She's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
It seems like she can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against her, but who's going to bet against this player right now?
That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double, her second of the day.
I'm sure she feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of her stick.
Runner at second here with 2 away. Austin Slater stands in. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Hampson makes the catch, and that's the third out. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. 8th inning coming up. Ready to begin the 8th. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Josh Naylor. Fastball for a strike. Popped up. Maton. Drops into the glove. And a quick out, number 1. And she's now just 5 outs away. She's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, bro, she is rolling just in one of those grooves where she looks pretty unbeatable today.
Caro in the box again. Takes a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss and a knuckler down in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Grichuk having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And that's through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs. Got him looking, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Not looking good. And we're back at the plate. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Swing and a miss. It's a splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play. Her pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind her. That's why she's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. You just don't see it that much anymore. A pitcher being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if she's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, she's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. One strike away. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
She's desperately looking for that swing and miss. She's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
Got it! And that's the ball game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what her teammates and even she felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game. It'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the rookie DH, number 5. Thaw back to work. She swings and lifts one to deep center field. Out of here! Her 12th of the season, it's 1-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. She's going for 3. The relay throw. Safe at third as she swims around the tag.
Not every runner can pull off a move like this, Boog. You have to have terrific coordination and awareness to do it effectively. And even then, it might not work. But it all came together for her right there.
Benintendi up here.
Runner!
Bounces in and she breaks for home. Throw to third and she's out. 1 out, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is going to go. Another homer. She's done it again. Her second homer of the game. It's 4-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
And up next for Chicago, number 5, looking for her 3rd home run of the game.
She blasted her second of the game in the 6th inning. This player looks like she's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Oh, man, that's a tough one to swallow. Had the distance, just couldn't keep it fair. Imagine.
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. It's 7-4. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all winning to set the table for her, and she delivered big time to get them the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
Number 5 was a big contributor for them in the win. Blasted off for 3 homers in the game.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a
Back here on the south side, Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. In the air, right field. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, the tag, and he's out trying for 3.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you've got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Her 6th of the series, and the White Sox strike first. It's 2-0. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. She went up there, looking to do damage. I think she had her sights set on that pitch. She went and got it and circled the bases.
On a line out towards center. McCarthy makes the catch, and there's one gone.
She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
So up next, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. Another homer. That's her 7th home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. She sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because she wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Now it's the right fielder. Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. And she's gone yard again. Her 3rd home run of the game. It's 7-0. She absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boo. We knew it wasn't coming back. she's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special.
Fly ball down the line. Should have this one. And she's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox have won 4 in a row. Number 5 had a sensational show.